Thanks, folks. Can all hear me well? So, quick introduction. I'm Sri, co-founder and CEO of Rocketlane. This is Sanya, our Chief of Staff. And we build software that helps you launch customers faster and get them to value on time. And this is a new category called customer onboarding or client onboarding. So we want to share some tactics that will help you learn how we sort of launched later than some other players, but still went on to own this category in just 2 years, right? And one of the key things, why should you own your category? One, you get to see every deal in the category when you become seen as the leader. And two, you end up winning 66% of the deals that come in because the others are on the defense, right? So whoever is pitching after you needs to justify why them, why not you. And that's where I think that we have really made a name for ourselves as a clear category leader. And what did that do for us? Firstly, I think, in our first year, we won over 200 accounts, and 40% of those came from direct traffic, came from brand searches, and came from referrals. And in year two, it really moved to having referrals happen from investors because we became a board-level conversation with all the companies that we were working with in terms of how this adds value to get customers to value faster. And that's really helped us get a lot more traction because now investors tell their other portfolio companies also about, hey, you should use this to solve this problem, right? So that's the visibility that we were able to create within companies as well. And a side impact is probably competitors been around for longer, maybe has immense pressure on their marketing team, looking at how we've been out-marketing them year after year. So over to Sanya to share some inputs from our side on what we actually did to build brand and build community early, right? And we can't get into the depth of everything given it's so much to do, but we're going to give you a flavor. You can meet us at our booth 219 later to learn more about every specific tactic.
Thanks, Sri. Hope you're all having fun at day two. Before I share with you all the strategies and tactical ideas that we implemented at Rocketlane for our success, I'm going to tell you a short story. So before I joined Rocketlane, as I was chatting with Sri for my role, I asked him, how exactly are you going to make revenue, and break it down for me. He said something remarkable. He said, revenue is a team sport. It's not a one-man show. So he asked me to imagine a relay race where success hinged on every team member passing the baton to another team member flawlessly, and that's how we are going to win if everyone does their part to perfection. And that's what I've truly seen in my time here at Rocketlane, every member doing their part to perfection. And so for the first 2 years, every team member, this is what we focused on, right? Every team member wanted to create a brand, wanted to win key logos, and optimize for momentum at all times, including our engineers. The first thing that we did when we wanted to create a great brand for ourselves was follow Muhammad Ali's advice. He said, I am the greatest. And I said that even before I knew I was. So every time we met our customers, prospects, leads, we always punched above our weight. We ensured that. We always looked bigger than we were. So 9 months before we launched our product, we actually launched Pre-Flight, our community, which is today of more than 3,000 leaders from across the globe for onboarding and implementation professionals. We also hosted the world's first and only conference for these professionals called Propel. And in our first year, we had over 1,000 attendees, spent 6 hours across 2 days. We also launched our very own podcast where we deep dive and talk about implementation stories from people's experiences. We do, every quarter, we bring out thought leadership, which people found to be very valuable, and this became a huge source of direct traffic, organic search, where these were the channels where we first found our first few customers. We leave no stone unturned. So the next milestone that we had in our journey was our Series A investment. And we created a rap song. And no, this was not a cringe, uncool video that you usually see. This was a pretty cool rap video that we're truly famous for. And this helped us attract talent across the globe. We had people from Kenya reaching out to me to ask for jobs. So you should go check that out. The next thing that we focused on was G2. We knew G2 is a key channel where customers are always going to look at us, evaluate us, and we needed to be where our customers were. Every team, we had a strategy around this, and every team, including sales, post-sales, support, onboarding professionals, implementation team, customer success, all came together to ensure we got G2 reviews and we got the best ones. If you want to know more, please come to our booth 219. I'm really short on time, and I'm not going to be able to share more on this. But please come to our booth.
Events is another area where we typically tend to punch above our weight and really get the meetings going. I would say we have an entire playbook. This is one of the things I'm most proud about, what we do at events from our brand perspective, including our mascot, Felicity, the cat, and how we include so many elements of our brand throughout, and specific tactics of how we turn interesting conversations into meetings right. We book the meetings right at the event. So last SaaStr, we had around 80 meetings booked on the calendars, right? We're not following up on email and chasing people. And also strategies around how we can really target specific logos that we want, who we know are attending the event. So happy to share more about how we do this specifically. We don't have enough time here, but meet us at our booth and we'll be happy to share specifics of the event tactics.
Ecosystem building was everyone's responsibility. We used all of this signage, LinkedIn banners, email signatures across emails, even when we sent our invoices. We made it our investors' problem as well. So whenever we went for an investor meeting, even if they were not our investors, we had a focus list of their portcos that we wanted to bring on, and we made sure they gave us an introduction. Once we had that introduction, we never lost a deal, right? This was a resume we created, and we sent out to 400 VCs that we had met in our time, and and told their port companies to hire us.
So I think one of the things you would notice is when we have those, these are all logos we won through investor intros. And the reason we had so many investor introductions is also because the brand building and community building and all of that gets noticed, right? Like the G2 position, it all adds up. There is a compounding effect. And so we had so many VCs reach out. We never said no, even though we are not raising. We instead asked them for these intros.
We did not listen to our customers when it came to product building. We followed a jobs to be done framework for building a product. So we knew if we went to customers, our product would look like any other product on the market, right? If you remember, if you look at history, you look at Henry Ford or you look at Steve Jobs, they were not competing with BlackBerry or horse cart buggies, right? So we did the same. We wanted to create a world-class product which resonated with the customers, which customers knew it was purpose-built for their problems. Next up, we decided we will help customers wherever they are. So irrespective of whether they were an SMB or an enterprise, we helped them set up their onboarding plans, align their teams, set up their processes, and we achieved amazing results, as can be seen. Next problem was how do you evaluate a new category, a new product, which I don't know, right? This was a problem we heard a lot from our customers. So we built an intuitive, interactive platform, an onboarding an evaluation plan which had step-by-step process. This also helped them get a glimpse of our product and understand the product easily and evaluate us in the process. Before we even sold, our post-sales team acted like pre-sales. They did workshops, webinars with our customers. We ensured our customers were successful even before they signed with us. This is an example of a successful onboarding of Flipkart, which is like an Amazon equivalent in India. And the customer definitely bought us after we helped them onboard Flipkart. As Sri said, power of compounding is something that we're seeing now. We have reached out to CEOs, CFOs, everyone in the team, right? If we sold to a VP of professional services, that's not who we stopped with. Everybody in the company knows about us, and Rocketlane today is a board-level conversation. We ensured that.
And today, as we speak, Rocketlane has billboards running on US 101 with brands like Drift, Clary, Front App, etc., where those companies are giving us testimonials. It's truly win-win because their logos are also up on those billboards. But that's the kind of presence we're creating for ourselves during critical weeks like SaaStr, Dreamforce, etc.
I hope you found this session useful. If you want to know a little bit more about our thought leadership and how it helped us get those early customers, please visit our booth. And you can also have a copy of some of our thought leadership. Thank you.